Good morning, students. Last class we are studied endurance of commerce. Endurance means problems. The commerce so many problems of in trade. Endurance of person, endurance of place, endurance of time, endurance of knowledge, endurance of risk and loss. These are endurance of commerce. Today we are discuss about fundamental of business and objectives of business. First I read an introduction. Human activities. Human activities in an activity performed by the human being a meet in her needs and wants of many for personal satisfaction. Human activities can be categorized into the economic and non-economic activities. The chart below gives the snapshot of human activities. The economic activities undertaken of with the object of the earning money is called a economic activity. Economic activity means earning money are called economic activity. Earned money activities all is earned money activities means business, own business or part-time job, small scale business or large scale or medium scale business. All are earned money activities is called economic activity. Next, I read out one chart of human activity. Human activity is here two types of activity: economic activity and non-economic activity. Economic activity is employment and profession. What economic activities is? Employment and profession. Employment, management, supervisor, workers. Profession workers. Anyone tell examples? What? Lawyer, auditor, doctor, engineer. This person is a professional workers. Next one, business. Business is a two types, commerce and industry. Commerce and industries is a both activities of the economic activity. Main role of economic activity. Next one, non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is a most of activity is a emotional, sentimental activities. What? Non-economic activities is a emotional and what? Emotional and again still ma emotion and sentiment activities. Emotion and sentiment. Sentiment means what? Most of the people only sentiment in mother. Okay, next one. Non-economic activities is a emotion and sentiment. Religious activities, charity, social worker, unprofessional and satisfaction, physical requirements, love and affection. These and all what? These and all non-economic activity. Next one. Examples. Productions of goods by manufacturers. Manufacturers who? Manufacturers is a producers. Production person is a manufacturers. Next one, distributions of goods by wholesaler. Distribution goods for wholesaler. Wholesaler means who? A bulk purchased quantity persons is a wholesaler. Last class we discussed what? Channels of distribution: producer, wholesaler, retailer, and consumer. Wholesaler is a bulk quantity purchased in producer. Selling by retailer, a small quantity purchased from wholesaler. Medical advisor rendered by physicians. Medical advisor rendered by physicians. Accounting practice by chartered account. Chartered account means mentioned by auditors. Auditor, what do you mean by auditor? What work? Auditor work. Auditor work is the full of the year, whole profit and loss and tax taxation file submitted to the government. That work mainly private or government sectors, any sector. Yearly once tax file submitted, which person is that work is auditor. Next one, non-economic activity. Activities undertaken by satisfy a social and psychological needs are called non-economic activities. Again one time, activities undertaken to the satisfy social and psychological needs are called non-economic activities. Example, cooking food for family, celebrating festival. Next one, economic and non-economic activity. Difference between economic and non-economic activity. Economic activity. First one is the definition. Economic activity are those activities which are undertaken to earn a money or financial gain for livelihood. The economic activity is a main function is money activity. The examples of small fruit seller selling a fruits. Non-economic activity or those activities which are undertaken for the sake of the pleasure, performed for out of the love and sympathy, systematic. Sentiments, etc. Next one, motive. Soul. Soul means single. The motive of to earn a money or financial gain. Examples of working a lawyer. A lawyer main motive is income, money. Main motive is income. But non-economic activities are undertaken by satisfaction of social, psychological or emotional needs. Some people solve psychologically some problems, mentally some problem means visit to a temple. Next one, money measurement. All economic activities can be valued in money terms. All economic activities means small sale one individual goods or small scale companies, small run of those small work means only earn money. The doctors charge a 50 a 500 rupees consultation fee. Non-economic activities cannot be valued in a monetary terms. Cannot be valued in monetary. Monetary means money activities is called a monetary. Money activities. Non-economic activities cannot be valued in monetary terms. These are expressions of a though truth, feelings or gesture. Example, an NGO is distributed free cloth or to poor children. Free cloth to next one. Relationship. Economic activities are related to the creations of wealth. Example, Ram saved a part of the salary to purchase house of his own. Economic wealth means properties. Wealth means properties. Example, Ram saved a part of his salary, purchased a house his own. That is economic activity is main is money activity. Next one, non-economic activities does not create a wealth. Non-economic activities does not do not create a wealth. Example, money received a donation is spent on charity work. Money received as donation is spent on charity work. So many people saw donations or more properties or wealth means off of the properties, orphanage or some social works is donations. Next one, outcome. All economic activities result in a production, procurement, distribution, and assumption, consumption of goods and services. Procurement. Procurement means or purchasing. Examples of Nokia produced a cell phone and sales across India through a distributor. The end of the result of non-economic activities is a mental, emotional, or psychological satisfaction of persons doing the activity. Example, Sona enjoying teaching the orphan in an orphanage. That is social work, social psychological. Some students, school or colleges, so many scout and guides, JRC, that is a social work. Examples of Sona enjoy a teaching in orphan is an orphanage. Next one, duration. Economic activities are respectively, they are done by regular basis to earn a living. Example, Gulfi ice cream seller sell to ice cream every evening. Duration means the time period. The time period means heavy rainy time means rainy period umbrella sales is high, but umbrella rate is very low or high. What? Very high. Umbrella rate is very high. Next one, non-economic activities may not be undertaken regularly. Usually they are done by during the free time. Example, Shankar visits orphanage at a free time. Some people serve some festivals, some birthday functions, that marriage day, the time spending in more money in orphanage. Next one, sources of initiation. The economic activities are initiated to satisfy the human needs of wants. Wants means human basic needs. What? Food, cloth, shelter. Next one, non-economic activities is initiated to the satisfy of the emotional or sentimental pleasure. Non-economic activities are initiated to satisfy emotional or sentimental pleasure. Next one, watching movies in a theater. Next one, said to the engage the occupations may be classified into three categories based. The economic activities. Next one is the economic activities. The economic activities are undertaken to earn a money. Generally, people engage themselves in such activities on a regular basis and other said to engage their occupations or occupation may be classified into three categories. What categories? How many categories? Three categories. First one employment, second one profession, third one business. First one I explained employment. It is refers to the occupation in which people work together to other and get the remuneration. Remuneration means salary, income. That is remuneration in the form wages or salaries. The one who is employed by others is called employees. Again, one time listen. The one who is employed by others are called employees, and the one who employs other is called employer. Other is employer. The managers, clerk, bank officials, factory workers, etc. is examples of employees. Next one is characteristics. There is a contract existing between the employer and the employee. The employee performs of according to assigned a task. Task means particular activity. Task means particular activity. The remuneration is given to employee for delivering values of services. An employee must abide by the rules and regulations of the organization. Habit means some skill, knowledge, something particular person is more skill, more knowledgeable person, that is habit. Next one is profession. Professions are those occupations which involve the rendering of personal service of special and expert nature. Expert nature means expert. Expert means over knowledge, over skilled person, that is expert. A profession is something is which one more than a job. It is career from which is more than a job. It is a career for someone who competent in their respective area. It is include a professional activities which are the subject of guidelines or codes of conducted lie down of professional bodies. Those engaged in a professional are called a professionals. They are and they earn income of charging a professional fee. The professional fee is example who is professional workers. Who is professional workers? Doctors, were lawyer, teacher. This persons are professional workers. Next one, characteristics. They should be a systematic body of the knowledge. Systematic, systematic body of knowledge. There should be a formula. Acquisition of knowledge. Acquisition means acquisition, a type of particular expert or knowledgeable person. The doctor means expert of treatment, best treatment, or expert in heart specialist, or anyone, some specialist. Acquisition means particular type of knowledge. Knowledge by the members. There should be a code of conduct governing the conduct and behavior of professionals. A service motive should be a uppermost in the mind of the people. Rendering is a professional service. Professional service is a one type of the social service. Business refers to any human activities. Business refers to any human activities undertaken to the regular basis of the objective to earn a profit through production, distribution, purchase and sales of goods and services. Business means main objective is profit. Earn profit. Business person is a main motive is profit. Service is main primary objective is profit. Secondary only service. Next one, the business may be defined as an activity of involving a regular production and or purchase goods and services, sales, transfer and exchanging the objectives of earn profit. The businessman's main motive is profit. Main motive is profit, but professional workers is a social workers or some social awareness, some social involvement persons. Next one, according to James Stephenson, business refers to economic activities performed to earning profit. Performed earning, again one time James Stephenson is a business refers to economic activities performed to earn profit. Earn profit. Next one, according to Haney, business may many be defined as a human activities directed towards of production, producting or acquiring wealth through buying the selling of goods. Wealth through buying and selling of goods. Business means main motive is only in profit, secondary only service. Next one, the business activities are conducted which rising a production protecting of business activities are connected with the rising, producing or processing, producing or processing of goods. Underline students, business activity are connected with the rising, producing or processing. Producing means what? Production. What is economic factors of production? What? Land, labor, capital. Okay, land, labor, capital. That income. Land means wages. Labor means what? Land means interest. Labor means wages. Capital means interest. Organization is profit. Organization what? Profit. Next one. Industry created from utility of good by bringing a materials into the form which is a useful for intermediary consumption. Intermediary. Who is intermediary? Intermediary is a production and wholesaler connecting the people is intermediary. That intermediary is income is what? Commission. That is further uses of material or in order of industry or the final consumption by consumer. Okay, students, again one time today, economic and non-economic activities. The types of economic activities. Economic activities is a totally money oriented, income oriented, profit oriented only in economic activity. But non-economic activity is a emotional and sympathy and sentiment and psychologically activities is a non-economic activity. Non-economic activity is a very very important activity. That economic activity no is a only is selfish activity, but non-economic activity is a service activity and satisfaction activity in society. Okay, students, this is a economic and non-economic is a very very important 5 mark question. That first chapter is very very important. This question, everyone note it down. This question and thorough. Students, do not waste your time. Please, every day every day each subject that work is finished and every day you writing or some max work or do not waste your time. That's all. Okay, stay home. Thank you. Okay, tomorrow meet next one topic. Thank you, students.